Welcome to Captain's Quarters First Class, a podcast from the Lighting Trade School. You can check out the Lighting Trade School at lightingtradeschool.com. So, with this episode today, I want to talk a little bit about marketing and emails and really of following up is kind of the overall topic I want to talk about. And the reason why I'm talking about this week is I was reminded again from the power of reaching out to people who said no to you in the past. In my CRM, I break it down from like incoming leads, active leads, appointment set, proposal needed, proposal sent, installation needed, fix requested, fix complete, maintenance needed, maintenance requested or completed. And my no column is actually called no for now. And I label this for this way for multiple reasons. It's for the mind, not just for me, but especially for me, for all my guys as well. We all know when you're working a client and you know that you can provide the value, you can provide exactly what they are looking for. You're super pumped, you're super thrilled. You think you did a really good job on presenting it and building the value. And it turns out that you did not, or for whatever reason, they decided to say no, or maybe they ghosted you. If they ghosted you, it's them saying no, though. So I used to just have that as a no column. And that no column was always kind of just ignored because it was a no. These people told us no. Why would we reach back? Why would we reach out to them? They told us no. I don't remember who said it. I don't remember who I was learning from, unfortunately. But it was oh, so this is a no for now. And they were saying it as like kind of an objection to always get an answer, to fall in love with getting an answer. Not fall in love with getting yes, not fall in love with getting no, fall in love with getting the actual answer. I'd rather have a no than a maybe. I'd rather have a yes rather than I'll think about it, right? A yes or a no. So if someone says I need to talk to my wife about it, or someone says I need to talk to my husband about it, or someone says, well, let me think about it over the weekend, the question you can come right back at them with is, okay, so that's a no for now. And, a lot of people don't want to actually say no to you. They don't want to say yes right on the spot. The fact of the matter is it is a no for now. So to make them realize that, because you're spending your time, most of the guys that listen to this, we're small businesses. We don't have massive teams. We're at this massive scale, right? We're all out there dealing with it. So to get the no for now, you say this, so it's a no for now. Like you're telling me no, it's okay. So instead of, even when people just said no, I changed that whole column to no for now. And what that did is it opened up my mind and any of my sales guys or any of my team's mind that these people are all still approachable. All of these people should not be ignored. All they did was say no for now. And what does it look like 3 months from now? What does it look like 6 months from now? A year from now? 2 years from now? Maybe the situation changes. Maybe when they first called you, they were, flush with cash and they were ready to do something really cool. And then the heater broke. They need a new roof. Someone lost their job. Something could have happened where even though they wanted to move forward with you, they just couldn't at the time. Or maybe they didn't see the value in getting lighting at the time, but now they've been sitting in the dark for 2 extra years. And now, they're ready to actually explore some new potential and some new possibilities with you. So changing even that to no for now has totally changed the game for me and my company. And I encourage you to look at everyone that tells you no, that you should label them and think of them as a no for now. Don't think of them as just a no. I do have one. I have another column, a couple other columns, but the other column is do not contact. And that do not contact is if basically they already said like legitimately fuck off, stop contacting me, or I get a bad vibe. I don't want to accept them as a client. Remember, if you own the business, you get to accept and who you do business with, right? You get to set that. If you don't want to do business with someone, it is okay to not do it. And that can be very tough when you're getting started. It can be very tough, even if, first quarter things have been a little bit slow. You've been, finished takedown for Christmas lights. You're waiting for springtime to really kick off. You're much more apt to say yes to somebody that you don't want to work for during those times because you want the revenue, you want the influx of cash, right? You want work, but those usually bite you in the ass. So I have a do not contact column, and that's kind of what fills that up. But the whole point of this is that no for now. Now, with that no for now, I've got awesome stories of how that's worked out, right? So for Christmas clients, right? Anyone who tells us no, they immediately get put into a seven email long, so they get seven emails over 10 days about saying no to us. And again, these aren't just saying, "Hey, you said no to us," right? It kind of it lays out. It's not even all salesy, right? It's just one is like a funny video, like we're kicking rocks, we're all sad, it's super bummed out. You said no to us. What are we going to do now? We're just sitting around waiting for you to call back. It's kind of like a tongue in cheek kind of funny thing. And then there's a lot of value emails that just show pictures of other jobs, things that are possible, other services. Maybe they don't want to do Christmas, but they'd be interested in our permanent soffit lighting. Maybe they don't want to do Christmas, but they need landscape lighting. Um, we don't know that, and unless we give the option, like I learned in my marketing days, if you don't give the people option to buy, then they won't. So, this whole seven email sequence is right when they say no during the season, right? They get that, right? And we see people come back to life from that. People that just told us no within that 10 days come back and say yes. Maybe their guy didn't show up. Maybe they were having a bad day. Maybe one of those emails finally provided the value enough to justify um, hiring us for our price during Christmas. Same thing with right now, I'm going through and sending emails to everyone who said no to gemstones and no to landscape lighting in the past, and kind of putting them through another email sequence, building value. It's not selling them on everything. It's not seven emails saying buy, 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 buy. It's really, this is why this thing is so cool. This is why I offer it. Check out these happy customers. Check out this badass house. Right? It's not always just saying, hey, Mr. Smith, I really want you to buy. Hey, Mr. Smith, I know now it's Tuesday. I'm going to ask you to buy again. No, it's not. It's these people have said no before, and is providing more value and is staying top of mind. Maybe now they're in a different thing, different mindset, different place in their life financially. We don't know because we can't keep track of everybody, right? We have no idea. And then I'm also trying out a text campaign where we're texting people who said no to gemstones. We're texting people that said no to landscape lighting. And already this week, that has led to, about $12,000 in closes from the texting reactivation campaign. Now, these are people that I had full intention of reaching out to, but when we're talking about hundreds and thousands of people that we either said no to us or we never got to the proposal phase of it, um, I just it's we are not keeping up with that. There's no way that we're going to thoughtfully reach out to everybody. And I use Google Voice, and Google Voice doesn't let you actually like text a bunch of clients at the same time, like the same message, even though you're really talking to them, even though you're providing value, even though they've, you know, accepted text messaging. It doesn't matter on that system. So trying it this way, wherever, it's not, they're not even all getting the same message, but it's a message that's sent through a system so that I'm not individually having to send them all out, right? There's people that got gemstone quotes are not getting the same thing. Someone got landscape lighting quotes, but even that has again, that had this week's already had a couple closes. Last week, my email sequence to kind of re-bump up gemstones in people's minds. That's the permanent smart socket lighting that I install. Just providing value. That led to over 5 figures of new work as well. Again, these are not new leads. These are leads that I've already developed, I've already paid for, right? There's a cost of acquisition of every lead in that system. So these aren't new leads. So I want to encourage you to look at everyone that has told you no in the past. How much money do you think is sitting there? Right? There's some people on your no list, your no for now list, that literally would hire you right now if you just reached out to them. If you presented a message that resonated with them, that built value in their mind, that they're ready to move forward. Your list is filled with a ton of money of people waiting for you to solve a problem. They're just waiting for you. They don't remember you. They said no to you. They might not even remember that they asked for lighting. It's up to you to remind them. I think it's absolutely fascinating. It's a great technique. think everyone should do it across any business, not just lighting, right? I learned this in my marketing days. It was like a win back campaign in the e-commerce world, it's called. So I really want you to investigate that, look through it. What could you do? I know some of you aren't going to have thousands of people. Some of you might have tens or hundreds. Get on the phone with them. If you can get on the phone with them, you'll have a better conversion rate than just texting, just emailing. But I think you should build out an email sequence, put them in that, do some text and call. You should be doing all three. And especially for the guys who tell me, I have no leads. There's no leads coming in. I don't know what to do. No one wants this. No one wants that. And that is when I literally say, let's look at your no for now list. Let's look at, and almost everybody who says that has a huge list. Like, you have money on this list. There's people on here hoping and praying that you reach out to them. They don't remember you. They don't remember they want the project, but when you remind them, they are going to be excited that you're going to change their life with lighting, whatever that means to you. So really look at that. It's a great way to really develop the leads that you've already paid for. It costs a lot of money, takes time and energy and effort to get those people into your system. Don't just let them come into your system. And when they tell you no the first time, ignore them. Another guy took 2.5 years. Now he's done a ton of phases with me, a ton of money with me for landscape lighting. Another person, a year and a half, no. We're doing a small project for him, right? This is all, none of these are new leads, and it's a ton of revenue this month on people who told us no before. I want to encourage you, you can do the same exact thing. Check out CaptainMattOutdoors.com to learn a little bit more about me, or if you're looking for lighting design for your personal home and you happen to be listening to this, or your business, or if you're interested in kind of exploring some mentoring options with me, you can check out CaptainMattOutdoors.com. That's it for Captain's Quarters First Class. And I hope you guys enjoyed this, got some value out of it. Now go attack that no for now list, and I'll see you next week.